Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for week beginning 2nd of June. Hope you're well. This is for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. Go and check out your other parts of your natal chart as well to give you a more personal reading for the week. And we're starting off with the current energy, please, for Capricorn. What's the current energy around Capricorn? Knight of Wands. Okay. This is fast, fire, passion, wanting to move forward with something, to take action on something, or you might actually be taking action on something. This can be very passionate, as in about love, or it can be just that drive towards something that you really want to do. So that's the energy surrounding you. Whether it's actually happening yet, who knows? You will know. But it's definitely the energy that you're feeling in the air. So what is the focus? What should Capricorn be focusing on? Wheel of Fortune. Love it. Wow. So we're starting with some really good forward movement for you this week. The Wheel of Fortune is the wheel turning in your favour, a new cycle beginning that's positive, okay, for you. With this Knight of Wands energy, it could be moving quite fast. Something really positive coming in quite fast, or moving quite fast in the right direction. Wow, it's good. What's the challenge for Capricorn then this week, please? Temperance. We're slowing down a little bit. So there's all this energy moving you forward. You're focusing on this positivity, this positive forward movement. But the challenge is to balance it, to get it balanced, to be a little bit patient with the process. You know, it's hard when you've got all that fire, and it's not like you to have all this fire in quite a strong way as you've got it at the moment, Capricorn. You need to meld that fire, that passion, that need for adventure with your more stable, structured, grounded side. Okay, and that's the challenge for you this week, to really ground yourself so that you're not moving too quickly. And what's the outcome of this for Capricorn? Six of Swords. You will move forward. So whatever this is about, don't worry. Even though it might be seeming to take a bit longer than you want, or you know you're being made to slow down and really ground this energy a bit more, you will move in the right direction. This is another forward movement card, so lots of forward movement this week. This is about moving away from the things that no longer serve you, and perhaps have been a bit bumpy for a while. You know, things haven't gone great for a while in some area of your life, or it could be the way that you're thinking about things, but moving to calmer waters and only taking with you the things that you need for a new adventure, this new adventure. And where is this all leading, Capricorn? Where is this leading Capricorn this week? Where is this leading Capricorn? Five of Swords. Interesting that the outcome was better than where it's leading you to. The Five of Swords is conflict. It can be about winning the battle but not the war. I think what it's saying is it's leading you out of what you're completing something, you're moving away from something, but you haven't quite won the war yet. There's going to be more to this. Okay, there's going to be more to this adventure than perhaps you thought, or more to this forward movement than you thought. So you have won a battle, but there's further to go on the journey. Make sure as well, if you do have any conflict coming out of all this, Perhaps you're moving forward and somebody around you isn't so happy about it. Make sure that you are you're not hurting others, or if you have hurt others because of this forward movement, that you sit down with them and you listen to their concerns. It doesn't mean you have to act on them. It just means that you're giving somebody a chance to speak and communicate with you. Let's get some clarification on this for Capricorn, please. So let's get some clarification on the Knight of Wands as the current energy. 10 of Wands. Okay. This is burdens and responsibilities. The current energy surrounding you is trying to find a way out of these burdens and responsibilities that have been weighing you down. Simple as that. You're trying to find a new way forward that you can take actual action on. So not just thinking about it, you want to take action on it, on something that will move you away and from this. And, you know, tens are completing cycles. So there's a good chance that you can do this. And perhaps the direction you're going in is already showing you that you can do this. Now let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune as the focus, please. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune as the focus for Capricorn. Queen of Cups. Either you're focusing on a way of moving towards somebody who is very loving, maternal, nurturing, intuitive, or you're trying to move into more of that for yourself, you know, that feeling of being in a more loving place for you. She has filled her own cup. So this forward movement away from these burdens and responsibilities, you're focusing on, how do I fill my cup? How do I do that for me? I've been perhaps doing a lot for others. How do I do it for me? What's the challenge then? What can we clarify this challenge for Capricorn? Okay, Temperance again. A bit more information. So we've got Temperance, that melding of, you know, this fire with being a little bit more practical, a bit more grounded. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning, where you feel things are flowing forwards in a better way for you, or it could be a new beginning in love. So if this is somebody you're thinking about and focusing on moving towards, then you could be challenged how to do that. How do I make that happen? And you need to be patient. But this Seven of Swords can be deception. It can be jealousy. It can be that it can be a thief. For some of you, it might be that you're looking at trying to steal someone away from somebody else, or you're trying to steal somebody's attention away. But for most of you, I think the challenge here is just to be very clear, not to get stuck in self-deception, in lies, especially if it's about love. You don't want to start new love from a place of self-deception or from lying to somebody else. Interesting. But the most important part of that challenge is the balance. Perhaps the balance is, you know, between your thoughts and your emotions. Perhaps you need to meld them together add in your little bit of Capricorn earthing as well, for good measure. Can we clarify the Six of Swords, please, as the outcome? Justice. So whatever's going on here for you with these burdens and responsibilities, all this forward movement, you are moving towards justice. You are moving towards something coming out in your favour. And it will bring that feeling of less fire energy, less pushing forward, and more calm, because it's sorted, it's finished, things have been weighed and measured, and you've got the result that you wanted. And can we clarify the Five of Swords as what this is leading Capricorn into, please? Can we clarify Five of Swords? Ten of Cups. Could be love, this, or about a relationship in general. If it is about a relationship that's ongoing, this is like a whole new level in it. Or it might be that you've had a breakup through some jealousy or deception, and now there needs to be calm and patience. And that can be challenging because you want to make this work with somebody. But the outcome here, so the Ten of Cups is that perfect happy life. That's where you've got that love, you've got everything that goes with it, you've fulfilled. But the Five of Swords is you've not got there yet. You're getting there. Think of this as you're halfway there. You've made progress this week towards that more fulfilling life or fulfilling relationship. But there's still a way to go, Capricorn. It's not over. There's still a way to go. Make sure you communicate from love, not from fear or jealousy or deception. Be honest. I'm going to just get I'm going to get a dragon card for you. Dragons, give us an overall picture here. Give us an overall view of this. Tell us a bit more. Tell us a bit more for Capricorn. Thank you. Okay. Purpose and balance. The purpose, I think, is showing that you are going forward with purpose, with passion, with energy. And there is a purpose, a higher purpose behind what you're doing. But you need to keep the balance here. This outcome of justice is balance as well. And temperance is balance. You're balancing two things. You can alchemize two things and balance them. And perhaps the challenge is to balance two different perspectives, two different people's perspectives. Because this isn't you, and this isn't you. This could be your energy, but it's not you as a person, and this isn't you as a person. Yeah, so you're being told you're going in the right direction. There is a purpose behind this, but please balance perspectives and merge the different parts of you so that you're coming together into a more whole way of going forward. Let's get a message from the angels to finish up. Message from the angels for Capricorn, please. Forgiveness. Where do you need to forgive somebody? Perhaps there's been deception against you. Perhaps somebody cheated. Where do you need to forgive somebody? Or where do you need to forgive yourself for doing that to somebody else? And it might not be that you've cheated or somebody else has cheated, but there's been some sort of deception, and forgiveness is needed to move forward. That's why you're only halfway there, because you might have ended up getting stuff sorted with this person, and I think there is another person involved, but you haven't forgiven, or they haven't forgiven you, or you haven't forgiven yourself. Forgiveness is key this week. Whew. But you're going in the right direction. Don't worry, you're going in the right direction. Just listen to what the cards are saying, what you're being told. Follow the guidance, and things will move along nicely. So thank you for listening, Capricorn. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps me to help other people. And it's hard getting going on YouTube, I really, really appreciate everybody that watches. So thank you for being here, and I'll speak to you next week.